Hey all, it's Gracie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to a day in my life as a remote intern. As you just saw, I just finished with my first meeting. Usually my first meetings are around 8:30 in the morning. That's kind of when my mentor and my manager expects me to be on my computer. So I would have a meeting for about it could be 30 minutes to an hour. And then I would have about 30 minutes to chill. And then my next meeting is always at 10 a.m. in the morning. So my team and I, we have a stand-up meeting every Monday, Tuesday, and I believe, or Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays for 1 hour where, everyone gets to give updates on their work and things like that. So that's going to be my next meeting. But usually in this space that I have, if I have any work that needs to be done quickly before our stand-up meetings, then I will quickly do it. If not, I usually use this 1 hour to eat breakfast, read my Bible, kind of like just figure out one or two things, because after this, like, the day kind of progresses from there. But yeah, so that's kind of like what my day-to-day looks like in the mornings. And then after that, I would I probably eat lunch, and I'll show you guys the rest of my day as well. But yeah, I would say honestly, at the beginning, or like when I first got this internship and I realized that it was going to be fully remote, I was like, that's like, because I'm kind of person, I like social interactions. Like my last internship, the social part of it, like the fact that I was surrounded by hundreds of interns every day, was probably like one of my favorite, if not my favorite part of my internship. So I was like, how can I go from that to not being around anyone throughout the entire day? I was really scared. I thought I wouldn't like it. But after 2 months, y'all, let's just say amazing. I love working remote now. Like it's pretty great. I love it so much. I just realized I haven't given an introduction. So I intern at WK Kellogg Co. It is the company that's that's in charge of all our favorite cereals. So we have corn flakes, we have frosted flakes, we have I'm trying to think of all the other ones. Sorry, we have Fruit Loops, we have Raisin Bran, all the cereals that a lot of us know and love. We're responsible for that. I think it's pretty crazy how before I started at this internship, I would go to the cereal aisle at the store, and I would just not know what was what. But now it's like I can go to the aisle at Walmart and I'm like, yes, that's my company, period. It's pretty cool. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, so right now I'm just gonna go into reading my Bible. Just a little bit about kind of like what I do in my role. My main task, like my main project for my internship is to kind of like leverage Gen AI tools. So our company is looking to kind of incorporate more Gen AI tools, not to replace any workers, but to kind of increase our efficiency. So it was kind of like my job to come in and experiment how that could increase efficiency. So I was given a project of, just refactoring some code from R to Python, and then seeing leveraging how Gen AI tools can help to increase my efficiency with that, and, just guide me throughout the process, help me with errors, all of those things. So that's kind of like what I've been working on for the past few weeks. I kind of just wrapped up that project yesterday, actually, which is absolutely amazing. I'm so happy. So yesterday, the final code that has been validated, tested, that has been used to create, budgets for the next quarter, everything worked out great with the project. And then it was pushed to GitHub, which signifies that that's the end of my project, which I was so grateful. So yeah, this is actually the last week of my internship. So that's kind of like why I don't have a lot going on this week. But the main thing I'm preparing for is my presentation. So at the end of this week on Friday, I actually get to present my entire internship experience, my project, how I leveraged Gen AI, how I was able to refactor the code, all of those things. I get to present that to the CIO, not the CEO, but the CIO, which is absolutely crazy. Like, I don't even understand how the heck they got that kind of opportunity for me, but I'm really excited. So I've been working on this presentation for almost 2 weeks now. I would work on it, send it to my mentors. They would give me feedback. The feedback was just really interesting. They were like, oh, like, this isn't the kind of presentation you would do for a class or for, a competition or whatever. You're presenting to a senior leadership. So of course things change. Like, you would need to be sure that you're capturing their attention, because they have meetings all the time. Like, as they're in my meeting, they could have like 5 other meetings lined up. So I need to make sure that I'm like giving the most important information, but not being too wordy, being concise, but also giving enough information. So it's just very, very different from the ways in which I thought I was good at presenting, because I for sure thought I was pretty good at presenting, not to brag or anything, but when I presented the first time to my mentor and my manager, they were like, yeah, this is great, but let's try again. So yeah, so pretty much I'm gonna be meeting with my mentor and manager again today, and we're kind of going over my just like talking points of my presentation, so they can give me my final feedback in preparation for my final presentation on Friday. So I'll kind of show you guys what that meeting looks like today, just a little glimpse of it, and then I'll also see if I can incorporate a little bit of what my final presentation looks like on Friday as well, just so you all can get a glimpse of that. But I'm excited for you all to come along with me on a day in my life, so I can show you guys what it looks like to work as a remote intern. Good morning.
Hello. I do. Yeah, I've got one coming here in at Christmas time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, 3 days.
Exciting.
3 days after Christmas is our due date. So
Awesome. Congrats.
yeah, thank
Yes.
you.
Excited. I was in the loop.
And that meeting is over. That meeting, like honestly, that third meeting, we only meet on Wednesdays, but the meetings are so short, and they're probably one of my favorite meetings in the week, just because like everyone is a lot more jovial, I guess I would say. So it's really fun. I get to see people's smiles. So if you saw, like, we were just like celebrating my manager and things like that. So one of my favorite meetings, but it's also always really short. Like this one was only 6 minutes, which is crazy. But yeah, so right now I am done with my meetings for the mornings. I don't think I have any other meetings this morning. All I have for the rest of the day is my meeting with my manager and my mentor this afternoon at 1:30, where I get to go over my presentation one last time and get some more feedback from them. So from now until then, I'm pretty much just going to continue practicing my presentation. I also meet with a senior data engineer who is working on a large language model, and he's pretty much creating a Gen AI tool that's going to be internal and that can give business insights into sales data, just helping us to understand, okay, how are we doing? Is it like our sales going down, going up? How do we compare to competitors? Just things like that. So I've kind of been meeting with him twice a week, because obviously I'm interested in machine learning and Gen AI and all those things. That's kind of what I would like to do my master's in. So it was a really great opportunity. He said, he allowed me to meet with him and kind of like learn more. So there are some things that he asked if I could give some feedback on. Truthfully, I don't really understand the entire process, but I'm gonna kind of like read through things and see if I can provide any feedback to him as well on that. So that's kind of what I'm gonna be working on in the next few hours. But apart from that, I'll just see if there's any other like projects or emails I can work on things like that. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Good morning, everyone. My name is Grace Osiri. I am a pre-professional data science intern under the data and analytics team, and I'm here to kind of give a presentation. Start over. Good morning, everyone. My name is Grace Osiri. I am a pre-professional data science intern in the data and analytics team, and I'm here to give Good morning, everyone. My name is Grace Osiri, and I am a pre-professional data science intern in the data and analytics team. And today I'm here to present my overall internship experience and how I was able to leverage Gen AI tools in my day-to-day tasks of rewriting budget scripts from R to Python. I'm super excited to be speaking to you all today. Nailed it.
You've been going a half hour?
Yeah, I've been at like the 25-minute mark.
Okay.
Yeah, because I do tend to talk a little bit. So I definitely will, as I practice more, that time will reduce to like 20 minutes. Yeah.
You'll be fine. And I mean, obviously, I think the best part about presenting is like be slow, be eloquent, be precise with your words, right? And leave a little bit of gap for like maybe he's gonna throw in a question, right? In the middle of a presentation, right? You don't have to just keep firing through things. That's just an important thing about presenting. presentations,
Yeah.
too, especially executive leadership, right? Like sometimes they'll take a little bit of time to process. They may have questions. Just make sure you leave a little bit of time
Makes
for that
sense.
in between slides and in between bullets, that kind of thing. So
Definitely. I'll be sure to do
For
that. I had a question. How would you suggest I go about if he asks me a question that I just genuinely do not know the answer to? I can't remember what I learned. What would you say is the best way to go about that?
I personally say be honest. Say,
Okay.
Bill, I'm not sure the answer to that question. I'll have to think about it or something along those lines. Don't bullshit it. No one likes a bullshitter.
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta like read it a little bit. Like, is it a question you don't know what we do? Is it a question that none of us knows? Is it a question he kind of throws out there because he's like thinking of a question? Like, not to complicate things, but not all questions are the same. So it may be like, hey, I'll go get back to you, or like, hey, do you guys know?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just answering them directly, just if you don't know it, you don't know it. You can, if you feel like you want to express that like if you feel like that's like you can say like this is how I would go, like this is how I would go figure out the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to demonstrate that you understand the question and you don't know the answer now, but if he was like, hey, like how do we pay for this? You don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to be able to answer that.
No. Hey y'all, so I just finished going over my presentation with my mentor and my manager, as you guys just saw, and they had really, really good feedback. There's still work to be done. It's like I feel like I've been working on this for so long, and there's still ways to make it better, but they had such great advice. Honestly, yeah, I'm glad I recorded some parts of it, so at least you guys can hear some of the advice they have as well. If maybe any of you are, presenting to like really high leadership or whatever the case may be, there's always things we can learn about how to present in the best way. Of course, they told me I need to talk slower. That's something I know. I know I talk fast. God will help me. But overall, I think it went pretty great. Thankfully, I have the rest of today and tomorrow to finish working on it. And then I present first thing at 10 a.m. on Friday morning and we'll be done. Honestly, I think after that meeting, like I'm not as scared anymore. Because they really emphasize how like it's not a test. Like I'm just saying what I did. I know what I did because I did it for 12 weeks. So it's pretty much just saying what you did, being proud of it, emphasizing like what I learned, the value I added, and the value that was added to me. So if I do all those things and I talk slowly, I should be all good. But yeah, so that's pretty much. So for the rest of my work day, I work till 4:30. I'm just gonna work on my presentation. I'm going to kind of like rerun it a couple of times, and I think that's pretty. I don't think there's honestly nothing else I have to do for the rest of the day, which is it's pretty great. That's one part about remote working that I love. But yeah, I think I might actually go and eat some lunch as well, and then we'll go on from there. But I hope you guys enjoy like kind of like seeing hearing some of the feedback that they gave me as well as regards my presentation. With speaking about my project of refactoring code from R to Python, and how I was able to leverage GenAI in that project. And we'll kind of wrap up that section with a quick cost-benefit analysis of what it would look like, with integrating GenAI tools into our system and into our team and business. Hey y'all, so I'm done with work, and typically right after work I would go on a walk because as you can see I've been sitting all day and I'm kind of bored. But it's raining a lot and we're not gonna do that. So right now I have my dinner. This is ofaku. I guess it's more properly known as banga, but I'm Igbo, so we call it ofaku. So I'm just gonna eat my dinner, watch some Netflix, maybe practice some exams, whatever. But the rest of the stuff I do is just random stuff, boring stuff. So there's nothing really more to show. But I really hope you guys have enjoyed seeing a day in my life working as a remote intern. It's just I love showing things like this because I feel like we can all, just get different perspectives in life and just learn more things. And I also love yapping about my life. So yeah, I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you and God bless you.